Welcome to the Ecommerce Marketing Podcast, the highly rated digital marketing podcast that provides weekly digital marketing tips and strategies from some of the world's top digital marketers and e-commerce entrepreneurs that will help you take your digital marketing to the next level. Sit back and enjoy this power-packed episode hosted by Arlen Robinson, who is an e-commerce entrepreneur and digital marketing expert with over 20 years of experience.
Are your eBay sales struggling? Maybe your listings have been up for a while with no sales. Optiseller are the data optimization experts with the tools you need to control, manage, and monitor your online store performance. Their powerful tools will drive your listing visibility, conversion, and ultimately help you sell more online. So what are you waiting for? Go to get.optiseller.com/pod and use the code podcast30 to get 30% off the plan of your choice. That's get.optiseller.com/pod. And remember to use the promo code podcast30 to get 30% off of any plan.
Hey, e-commerce marketing podcast listener. Are you looking to increase traffic and sales to your website? You can do this by launching your own affiliate program. Just visit getosi.com and sign up for a free trial today. That's getosi.com. Now get ready to hear from your e-commerce marketing expert of the week as they drill down to give you details on marketing strategies that can help grow your business.
Welcome back to the E-commerce Marketing Podcast, everyone. I am your host, Arlen Robinson, and today we have a very special guest, Sandeep Kumar, who is on a mission to help entrepreneurs be successful in their businesses. He believes in his clients' success more than his own. He also has a love for mountains, and that makes him travel to any hill station that he can get to almost every month. Welcome to the podcast, Sandeep.
Thank you very much, Arlen, for having me here. I love your podcast, the value you provide, and I'm glad to be here. I would love to, become a part of the podcast like for a long, and today I got the opportunity. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
that's no problem, Sandeep, and I'm really excited to talk to you. A little bit about our subject for today, which is really we're going to be diving deep about Google Ads for e-commerce stores because it's a big thing now. Most people know, of course, that if you're advertising, you're looking to grow your business. It's hard to escape Google. They're the ones that you do have to eventually figure out how to play with. And the Google Ads opportunity is a great way to do that, a great way to increase your sales and traffic. And there's a lot of options when it comes to e-commerce stores. And that's really what I want to dive deep into today. But actually, before we do get into all of that, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and, specifically how you got into what you're doing today?
Yeah, definitely. So you are right. Like Google Ads is the like highest priority for the e-commerce stores. And about my background, I got like 10 years of experience into digital marketing, specifically into the paid ads. After my graduation in computers, I started in digital marketing with SEO, and gradually I improved. I learned about the paid marketing, worked with a lot of businesses since 2011, and when I started working in the digital marketing field, it was exciting to see the different businesses, different business models. Actually, you can reach out to a lot of, a lot of people by helping some businesses, crafting them the right message, helping them to spend their money on the platforms like Google and Facebook, and get them the actual business from there, which is like, by using some data, by the strategies, by the copy, you can make a lot of difference for a lot of people. So that's what excites me because using my intelligence or using our experience, we can actually help both customers and the businesses, the right product to the right customers and right marketing to the businesses, which is the need of the hour. Right now, a lot of people know about Google Ads, Facebook ads, but how to do them right, how to get the maximum return from there is the challenge that a lot of people feel. They are not aware because Google is very complex advertising platform as it is Facebook. So since Facebook changed the stuff, the iOS 14 update, a lot of ad account suspension, and it's getting tricky day by day to
Right.
advertise on the Facebook. So in the last 12 months, even after the COVID time, we have seen the Google, like the clients that we are working with, we are working for all type of e-commerce clients, small startups, medium size, big size, and we have seen that tremendous growth there. Like
Mhm.
YouTube, their displays, their search, shopping ads there. Recently, Google announced a lot of new features with the shopping ads. Like now, the customers can pay directly with the Google with
Mhm.
Shopify. Like they don't have to go to to the other vendors checkout. They can simply check out with Google. That will increase the conversion rate by 60%. And
Mhm.
in their new ads like discovery ad, they have enabled the shopping ads. In addition to that, they provide a lot of free listings of the shopping ads in their shopping platform, which is the competitor of the Amazon.com. So
Gotcha.
Google is taking a lot of actions and doing a lot of initiations in the e-commerce space, and
Mhm.
we have seen that it works actually for all of the fields, be it the POD, print on demand, or be it drop shipping, be it the fashion, be it the beauty, cosmetic, healthcare. Every industry actually works very very well with Google. And the one big difference is the difference between the traffic. Google is more intent based traffic, while
Mhm.
the Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or TikTok or Snapchat is more interest based, or uh,
Right.
traffic. Yeah. So that
Right.
is the one
Gotcha.
difference that makes Google very interesting, and it delivers better ROS, better ROI. The average client that we work with like get 2.5 3x ROS.
Mhm.
So that's the minimum benchmark we have seen with our clients, and we have seen the accounts getting 8x ROS, 10x ROS, which is
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, that really is. Yeah, thank you for sharing that and giving us a little bit of background on what you're doing with your business, ROI Minds. And as you've already mentioned, things have really just exploded, uh, partly because of COVID-19, where so many more businesses, of course, have had to shut down their brick and mortar locations and are
Yeah,
focusing a large part of their efforts online. And, like I said earlier, in order to get a solid presence, increase your traffic and visibility, you got to
yeah.
play well with Google. You got to play well with Google. I don't these days. I don't think there's any way around it. As far as whether you're going to go the paid route via the Google ads that we're going to be talking about, or whether you go the organic route where you look to optimize your website and your store for the organic search listings in Google. So I think either of those ways are things that these days I think are something that you definitely have to consider for your e-commerce business for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. If you are like looking to for a long-term game and build a market, build an audience,
Mhm.
Google is something you cannot ignore anymore.
Correct. Definitely. Definitely. Well, you kind of already briefly described some of the options that are available with Google Ads because there are actually quite a few now. A little bit different than when they first started, when it was Google AdWords. But of course, they rebranded it. It's now Google Ads. And so
Yeah.
they have a few options now that are available specifically for e-commerce businesses. And why don't you kind of break it down for us? If I'm an e-commerce brand, I'm looking to advertise via Google Ads, what are all of the different options available for an e-commerce store via the Google Ads platform?
So Google is like, holy grail for the e-commerce. Like you had mentioned about a lot of brick and mortar businesses had to shut down due to the COVID and situation. So Google recently announced that if you don't have a website, it's okay. You can still advertise your products with Google Ads through the feed. Like you can just make the products inventory in Excel file and upload it to the Google Merchant Center, and you are up and go to run your
Mhm.
local ads. So which means without a website, even you can run your ads, you can sell your products. And specifically for the e-commerce, I would say the best type of advertising is the Google Shopping ads. So
Mhm.
Google Shopping ads send you the very affordable traffic because search traffic is expensive. Average search CPC counts like $1 and above, but shopping ads they get like 0.40 cent, 0.35 cent, 0.5 cents, 50 cents.
Mhm.
So that is still an affordable traffic, and it converts better. Like it converts at 2 to 5% conversion rate, sometime at 10x conversion rate.
Mhm.
So Google Shopping Ads is the one type of campaigns that any e-commerce store should launch. And then is the search campaign. Search campaigns are like specifically their brand terms, their product specific campaigns, mentioning their product names if they have any unique product, or very specific search terms related to their products. Then the dynamic remarketing, to make sure that whatever traffic they are getting on their website, they are retargeting with the Google display ads. And
Mm.
these three campaigns are must. If someone has good budget and they are looking to scale, then they can go for the YouTube, Google discovery campaigns, which
Okay.
shows the ads into the feed,
Hmm.
Google News feed, and in some other places like display, YouTube, and that stuff. And if Google YouTube ads are performing very, very well right now, if done
Hmm.
properly, someone has the video content, as a lot of e-commerce stores are already doing the Facebook ads and they have the video content available there. So with YouTube ads, it can be extended better. The
Right.
branding of the e-commerce stores become good, and it helps in overall scaling of the campaigns.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, thank you for breaking that down. I want to kind of circle back into the Google Shopping ads because I think those are really huge these days. And I just know from my own personal experience, for listeners that are not familiar with those, they've probably seen it, may not have known what they were called. But let's say you do a search for a physical product. Let's just say wireless headphones, for instance. If you do a search in Google, the Google Shopping ads are going to be that display bar that goes horizontally, that basically shows you a picture of the particular product, shows you the pricing, shows you the brand, and it shows you, I believe it shows you some ratings depending on the particular ad there.
Yeah,
And so you can really see visually everything,
exactly.
almost everything you need to know. So like if I were to type that in right now, these days, of course, here in the US, some of the larger brands, if I did a search for wireless headphones, I probably would see Best Buy. I probably would see some from Amazon and some of the larger retailers, but some other brands will be listed in there as well. And that is really a key placement because it appears, at the top of the page. And really just from looking at it, you you can actually kind of almost formulate a decision. These days, many people
Right.
are price conscious. And so a lot of times everybody's looking for the lowest price. And so from just
Yeah,
looking across horizontally at that bar, you can say, okay, Best Buy has the lowest price for these particular headphones. I'm going to just click that and go there. And it takes you right to that particular
exactly.
product. It
Exactly.
makes it
So
super
if you
easy for
have
the,
inventory, like if someone has inventory where they play on the pricing, Google Shopping is like, best thing. So if you have
Mhm,
like few cents difference in price, you can still have a lot of conversions there. But
mhm,
there are some the brands which don't have the price advantage, but they have other
right.
advantages like the shipping, quality, good
Mhm,
reviews, better services. So that can also be added into the shopping ads, can be shown into the prominent space. Like you have mentioned, when someone search on Google, they see the picture, they see the price, they see the name, they see the reviews, they see discount and whatever. So you
right.
can basically show five, six things with proper image,
Mhm,
and which people see, where they can see, like they can compare for five vendors at the same time with the
mhm,
price and everything, and they take the informative decisions from there, and the buy the
yeah.
products.
Yeah, definitely. And what I've kind of come to realize is with those particular ads, a lot of times, if you're doing searches for, let's say, particular products names or maybe model numbers and things like that, you're going to get those ads there. And what I found is a lot of times you don't really need to even scroll down. A lot of times, I think you can just take a look at those. And I found myself personally, when I've been looking for different products, that a lot of times I just look at that. I may not scroll down at the other paid
Exactly.
listings or even the other organic listings. And so,
Yeah, the key
especially on a mobile device as well.
exactly, the key of the Google Shopping ads is the feed. So it is very important that the feed that you are uploading to your merchant center is very well optimized,
Right.
and it has all the information needed by the customers and by the Google to rank it for the specific search terms and the keywords. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people, what they do, they just upload the photo and they don't provide the proper information on the product page, and then they don't get the relevant traffic. And this
Right.
the thing that Google is not working while the feed is not proper. So it's very, very important for the e-commerce stores who are running Google ads or trying to run the Google ads on shopping, that your product feed is like, that is where you have to spend the 80% time in Google actually. That is where
Mhm.
you have to optimize it for Google's shopping feed. You have to make sure that your keywords, search terms are into the title, they are into the descriptions, and you have very informative descriptive description product page, which
Right.
helps two ways. It helps in the Google Shopping ads, and it also helps with the organic SEO.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So yeah,
Yeah,
the optimization is key.
yeah,
You can't, in order to be able to have a prominent display there, yeah, you definitely have to do the optimization. You really just can't throw something up.
exactly.
Now with these different ads, I know a lot of new businesses, startups or businesses that have not gone the Google Ads direction. You know, as you mentioned, there's a few options. How does a brand really know which type of ad is really best to start with? Is
So
there a good rule of thumb for that?
Google Shopping ads should be the first to go. Like
Okay.
just basically set up the feed, set up your merchant center, and it's very easy to do. So you can just enable the Google Shopping campaigns, and along with it, the search ads. Search
Okay.
ads specifically your brand name and your product names. These are very very important.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. So it's definitely number one
Yeah.
to start with. Now, you know, from my own experience dealing with our marketing teams and the things that we've done here with our brand OSI affiliate software, I'm familiar with one of the things that I think businesses can kind of often struggle with, and that comes down to the cost per click and the budgeting aspect of it. So when you're creating these ads, you know, that's an element of it. And, you know, depending on the particular category of your business, the industry that you're in, you know, the cost per click can be, you know, can be low, can be high. You know, if you're in a super competitive niche, it can be really high. You know, how do you really determine the proper budget, the proper pay-per-click amount to, you know, to get the right visibility and to not, you know, break the bank, so to speak? You know, you don't want to, you can burn
Yeah.
a lot of cash going this route. So what's
Right.
your best advice on that?
That's right. So that is where you have to basically do some research initially. Google has a tool, Keyword Planner, which gives you the exact search volume, how much search volume or how many people are looking for this specific search term or for this specific keyword. Like you had taken the example of wireless headphones. So
Right.
if I go into the Keyword Planner and type wireless headphones for the location of US, I will have the exact number of people who are looking per month in Google for that specific query. Let's say it's 10,000. So if 10,000 people are looking per month, that means and I have to get like 300, like 300 people per day or more. Like I have the chance of showing that number of clicks. So then you have to come up with a budget where you can get significant number of clicks on your website. So if it also show you the CPC in the keyword planner, what can be the expected CPC of that keyword. Let's say it's a $2 per click. So you
Mhm.
can then take an average. Let's say you want to get 40 or 50 clicks a day on of that specific product. So you can keep your budget accordingly, like $50 or $60. But if you have a small budget, then you can start on with the like $20 a day per campaign, and
Mhm.
then you can grow it accordingly.
Gotcha, gotcha. So you really have to get a handle on your budget first. What is it
Exactly.
you have available to spend on this, and then really just kind of go from there, and then figure out what a
So
daily
you have
spend amount would be.
Exactly. You need to figure out how much traffic you need, what is the
Mhm.
cost of the keyword that is showing in the keyword planner, and how much search volume. Because you have to also identify the intent of the keyword. Is it the hot intent, cold intent, or the warm intent? So
Mhm.
based on that intent, you can put more bids and the less bids. Let's say wireless headphones is like
Mhm.
a more cold intent, because you don't know, are they looking for the buying or they looking for information, or they check considering the different vendors. But if someone searched for buy wireless headphones or
Mhm.
best wireless headphones, that
Right,
means
right.
they have the better intent. Their
Mhm.
intent is better. They are looking for the best wireless headphones, and then you can bid more aggressively on that specific keyword, so that
Mhm.
you get chance to show your ads on the first, and some traffic from there, and then can make the sales.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The
Yep.
intent behind it is, you know, really key. Like you said, using a keyword of buy wireless headphones, obviously, something like that, you know, somebody's looking to buy it, or best wireless headphones. top wireless headphones, those types of category or particular keywords will give you
Exactly.
that intent where people are more willing to purchase rather than
Yeah.
being so
Yeah.
broad. And when if somebody were to just type in wireless headphones, they could just be looking to do some research. That's pretty broad. So yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense, Sandeep. And as we get ready to wrap things up, in your experience from the things that you've been doing with your company, ROI Minds, and just in general, your overall knowledge of different brands, if you don't mind sharing some businesses that you're familiar with that have been successful with Google Ads, and what are some specific things that they've done to be successful with them?
So we have actually worked, like I have mentioned, we have worked with a lot of businesses in the Google Ads, like from POD, from print on demand to in furniture niche, in healthcare niche, in the cosmetics niche, fashion niche. We have worked basically in a lot of different domains. So there was an eight-figure store that we are working right now, which is in the health niche, and they provide the supplements to enhance the energy and the metabolism. So with Google Ads, we are running like five type of campaigns for them: Google Shopping ads, search ads, display ads, discovery ads, and the YouTube ads. And like I had mentioned in my earlier, discussion, that we have to use basically the different type of campaigns to grab the audience and build the brand, because you can use the attribution window very well into the Google Ads. They actually attribute the conversions and analytics. It is much better than the Facebook. The tracking is much better than the Facebook, because you have analytics, you have Google Tag Manager, you have Google Conversion Tracking Code implemented. So any click that you are getting through view through conversions, or from YouTube, or from display, or from discovery campaign, or search campaign, or shopping campaign, you actually get to know which one is attributing to the best sales, and there you can scale it up further. Then we had worked with a lot of POD brands which are in the fashion niche, into the canvas stuff, into the pet category. And we had seen very good growth, because people actually search for gift ideas, pet gift ideas, father's gift ideas, and those things click the people, and they get the conversions, they get the sales.
Gotcha. Yeah, it with the Google Ads, it definitely seems like uh, you know the businesses that are successful, at least the ones that I've actually seen that are really successful with it, you really kind of go all in with it. I think one of the things that I was just thinking that I wanted to hone in on is you mentioned that if you're comparing Google Ads with Facebook ads, you have the power with the amount of analytics and tools that are behind Google that aren't there. Facebook does have their fair share of ad management tools and information, and of course they have a whole plethora of demographics on people. That's all obviously available, but when it comes down to the analytics and having everything tied together, like you said, with the tag management, the analytics platform, all of that, it really gives you a lot of data,
Very
kind of
insightful.
all, yes, insights definitely, so that you can make proper decisions on it. So
Yeah.
that's, I think, the advantage to going with the Google Ads for sure.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense. Um, well, Sandeep, yeah, it's definitely been awesome talking to you. I've definitely learned a lot about the Google Ads platform. As we see with e-commerce businesses, there's a number of routes that you can go into. And, it doesn't matter what type of business that you have, it's something that you really want to consider. And no matter what it is that you're selling, for sure.
Yep.
And
So for Google Ads, you mean?
yes, correct. With the
So
Google Ads.
anything in electronics or anything in fashion is good with Google Ads.
Gotcha. Electronics, fashion, those are good
Furniture is
things.
very good. Furniture, home improvements are very good with the
Okay.
Google Ads.
Okay. That's definitely good to know. Yeah. One of the things I think with those is that those types of businesses, you said the furniture, electronics, home goods, those are things that lend to the visuals. And so if you have proper visuals that go along with it, then you can really
Yeah,
attract people and they can really
visuals
sell
also,
well.
the visual is one thing, plus the search intent. Like someone is searching for home furniture,
Right.
then they know they are looking for home furniture, and if you can show your product there with the proper landing page, it can be very good, traffic for you.
Yeah.
While the
Yeah.
same end, furniture always has high cost, so
Right.
furniture order value is always high. So any product which is like high has high order value is very
Mhm.
good for.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We appreciate that advice and that tip, and that makes a lot of sense. Well, I'd always like to switch gears here with my last closing question, just so our audience can get to know you just a little bit better. So, if you don't mind sharing one closing fun fact with us that you think we would be interested to know about you.
Okay, so this is amazing actually. With Google Ads, what we have noticed that we started with some brands who were doing like 7, 8 figures on Facebook, but they were not using Google at all. And when we started working with them, we were able to get 6 figures per month with Google Ads with 3 months. So
Okay.
that was very exciting, thing for us also, because to do from scratch and get into the 6 figures within 3, 4 months, that was very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. That's huge. With 6 figures within 3 months, and that's quite a
Yeah,
testimony there, and just goes to show the power of it.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
awesome.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Sandeep. I really appreciate it, and thank you for coming on today. And lastly, before we let you go, if any of our listeners want to reach out to you and pick your brain any more about Google Ads or any other type of digital marketing subjects, what's the best way for them to reach you?
So definitely, you can reach me on the multiple platforms. First of all, you can reach me through the website roiminds.com and can submit the form or send me an email. Then I also have a Facebook group where we have like more than 6,000 members, where I publish a lot of content about the Google Ads, and it's the e-commerce growth hacking. So you can find the group on the Facebook, and you can join that. It's public group. You can join it directly, or you can also reach me on the WhatsApp. My number is mentioned on the website again, and yeah, so there I can be reached.
Okay, great. That sounds good. Well, thank you for sharing that, Sandeep. I definitely encourage everyone to reach out to you so they can pick your brain, and definitely check out that Facebook group. Sounds like that's
So,
really active. You've got over 6,000 members on there. I'm
yeah,
gonna
we are
definitely.
very active into it, and we produce a lot of content into it.
Okay, great. I'm definitely going to go ahead and check that out and join myself, so I can
Yeah,
stay a part of your community and see what you guys have going on. All
definitely.
right, Sandeep. Well, thank you for joining us today on the E-commerce Marketing Podcast. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, man. Same here. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the E-commerce Marketing Podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and share it with everyone you know. Are you looking to take your digital marketing to the next level but are tired of weeding through countless YouTube videos with unproven and untrusted marketing strategies? Well, we have the answer for you. The More Sales Every Month online digital marketing course. In this information-packed course, you will learn effective keyword research, link building, content marketing, and much more to attract and convert your site visitors into paying customers. Just go to moresaleseverymonth.com and sign up today for a low one-time fee. In addition to this power-packed course, if you would like to get access to a growing repository of digital marketing articles, PDFs, and ebooks, check out getosi.com/resources and opt in to get full access to our library of priceless marketing information to help you take your digital marketing to the next level.